Welcome to this tutorial on using Zotero to organize the information that you're finding in your searches. My name is Ingrid Hendricks and I'm the Nursing Services Librarian. To get started with Zotero, I would recommend going to the library's homepage, scrolling down, and clicking on the link to Zotero, which will take you to one of our guides. Zotero is kind of like an online filing cabinet. It's a place that you can create folders to keep yourself organized and to store information that you're finding in your searches. What's also really nice about Zotero is you can use it in your papers to help you to create in-text citation and bibliographies in APA style. It's going to be a huge time saver. So I recommend going to this site. It gives you information about registering it, installing software, using it with PubMed, CINAHL, etc. I'm going to click right here on Zotero. It will take me to the Zotero homepage. You're going to want to register if you haven't done so already. And you're also going to want to click on Download Now to install Zotero in your browser. I prefer the Firefox one. It's just a little easier to find, but they do also have one for Chrome and for Safari. You're also going to want to download the plugin for Word, although for these, they are included in that. So I've already done that, and as a result, I see a Z up here and a little file folder, meaning I have Zotero already set in my computer. Now I'm going to go into the PubMed database, and I have my search right here, and I've already saved a few items into my clipboard. I'm going to come down here and add a couple extra ones. And I'm going to click on those, come back up here, send them to my clipboard. And now I have 5 items in my clipboard. So I'm going to click on the clipboard. And before I start downloading anything, I want to come up here and click on the Z. And what that's going to do is now create a double pane here with my Zotero library down here at the bottom. And what I'm going to want to do is create a folder for this information to go into. So I'm going to click on this very furthest left icon. Looks like a folder with a little plus sign. And it asks me to enter a name for this folder. So I'm going to call it Mobilization. Click on OK. And I want to make sure that the mobilization folder is in fact the one that's highlighted. So make sure you do that, otherwise whatever folder's highlighted is where the information is going to go. So there's nothing in my file folder right now, and all I have to do now is click on this yellow folder, and it says, are these all the things you want to save? And I could select certain things if I realized I didn't want them all, or I can just say select all, click on OK. And in a few seconds, it's downloaded those into my Zotero database. And you'll notice over here, it's included the authors, the title, all the information I'm going to need for citing it in my paper. I can use the Notes tab to add notes if I wanted to add something about this particular item. And if I click on this little arrow to the left, it shows me the PubMed entry, so I could double click on that and be taken back to that particular article where I could click to find the full text. So that's how you would do it in PubMed. If I'm in CINAHL and I come up here, I have a few items I've already stored into my folder. Oops. No, it's apparently forgotten the things that I've selected in my folder. So let me come down here and mark a few items. Then I can click on Folder View. I can export these items. And you see the very first thing has Zotero for exporting. Then I'm just going to click on Save. And it's asking if I'm sure I want to do that. I say yes. And in a couple seconds, it added those also. And if I click on those, you can see also I could click on this link. And in order to get back to the record, I would have to come down here and click on this link. So that's how you can save stuff into your Zotero library, database, however you want to call it. Make sure you create a folder first, have that folder highlighted, and then you can just use this folder or little piece of paper icon to save things into your library. Okay, that's your quick introduction to how to add things into your Zotero library from one of the databases. There'll be a future recording on how to use it with your word processing program.